this boss. I don't... Oh no, it's not the boss I thought it was. Oh, okay, well then fuck you guys. I don't care about you guys. Also, am I a bitch for using this? Yeah, a little bit. Don't care. Okay, it's too fun not to use it. Oh, ow. Oh, it really does take your stamina though. Oh, it's Tortilla Senpai. What's up? Also, this is my mental note. I need to pop into your stream. I need to pop into your next stream. I see you on Twitter and I go, dang, why did I do that? And then I just, it's how my brain works. But Tortilla Senpai is a very Tortilla Senpai. What did I say? Tortilla. Oh my god. Very cool streamer. Better streamer than me. 100%. Also, I might have. Well, no. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Also, not. Screw it. I'll just say it. If I have a DM to respond to you from, I'm really sorry. I don't know if that's true. It probably is, to be honest with me. It probably is. Tilla is fine. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, she plays all kind of games, and she's also a big Halo fan, which for me is awesome because I love Halo. I'm a Halo. I'm a hoe for Halo. Let me tell you. Is that like a saying yet that you're a hoe for Halo? Because I feel like that fits. Because I'm a hoe for Halo, specifically like the original trilogy. And Reach. Reach is my favorite. It is for me. Hell yeah. Yeah, I love Halo so much. 4 and 5. 4 decent. 5, yeah, it's not my jam. Not my jam. Gameplay fun though, but the story I just didn't care about. And then Infinite I think has like my favorite overall gameplay in terms of like game feel. I think Infinite really feels great to play. But the campaign I found very middling, unfortunately. I didn't hate it. I mean, overall I actually thought it was fine. But you could see like the bones of a much grander, bigger campaign that clearly got cut. Because it's like the one bot. Okay, I gotta shut the fuck up. I gotta shut the fuck up. Oh no. Oh no. I got him. Got him. Got him. Find you a dude who can talk about Halo while getting raw dogged in Elden Ring. Ooh, the miss. Okay, I saved my fucking souls. Also, how are you doing, Tortilla Senpai? How are you doing? I should have asked that to begin with, but I didn't. Okay, what did we get? We got glintstone nails. I don't remember that. Never heard of that. Oh, stamina recovery. Yes. Yes. Just surviving. Boy, I feel that. Boy, I feel that. It's tough out there. Man, oh, Prince of Death staff? Okay, never had that. This mod's actually really cool because you can find items that I never knew existed. I hope you've been well. I don't see you on my timeline as often. Oh, I wonder why that is. That could be that I tweet dumb shit all the time. I tweet dumb shit. And I tweet spicy shit sometimes, which is always funny because it surprises people, which makes sense. I always forget that I have like, I think like 14 whatever thousand followers. So there are people that like don't know that I tweet like, some people call it gooner shit, but I don't really agree with that. It'll just be a tweet like today, actually, I think it was earlier today or yesterday, I just tweeted out that boob veins were low-key goated on God. And I stand by that, because it's true. I speak my truth. It's also because I just don't fucking care. I'll say anything at this point. Just not, like, racist or awful, because I'm not a shitty person, or I try not to be. I do find it funny when people, like Papa John guy, you saw it on Blue Sky? Oh no shit. Okay. Yeah. So I do post on Blue Sky of like when I release a video or go live or something. I still do that, which I'm sure I know the Blue Sky people are like, yeah, fuck you. Fuck you. You're not really posting anything over here unless you want something from us, which is, which is valid. I just, I don't know. I'm drawn to Twitter, I'm legit the same way. Yeah, God bless Blue Sky. It's not as interesting to me. It's not. I need a little, I have to admit, I need a little bit more diversity of thought. Just a little bit. I need a little bit of spice. And unfortunately, Blue Sky kind of just doesn't have it, Was becoming a going live farm. Yeah. Yeah, there's things I like about Blue Sky, obviously. I like that it's consistent engagement, like the default feed is not algorithmically driven as far as, I think it still isn't that way. I just think, unfortunately, it's a lot of like, there were people on there that you could say like you could say that you like listening to Taylor Swift, and they'd be like, I can't believe you like listening to a billionaire. That's being a class traitor. And it's like, okay, I guess. I mean, I just like, I like the music. I don't know. I think it's good music. So yeah, it's really full of that. And some of the times I think they're like totally like on point, but there's just a lot of that where I'm like, okay, I get it. It's a contest of like, oh hell yeah, I've always listened to Taylor Swift. Well, I mean, I got to it, I think it was in my 20s at some point. I was like, oh shit. I think it was 1989. I think that was the album that like got me in, because I still think that's my favorite album of hers. 1989, I think, is a legit like one of the best pop albums. I think it's great. And I haven't fully listened to her last album. There is that one song about Travis Kelce's hog, and I don't love that. I listened to that and I was like, all right, it's catchy, but maybe we don't sing about his hog. Like, maybe we don't sing about his hog. I'm just gonna throw that out there. But I mean, she knows better than I do. It is fun. It very much is. And to be fair, like, it's Taylor Swift. She can do whatever the fuck she wants. And, like, at the end of the day, it's actually cool that you could put out a song that's just goofy and fun. You don't have to be deathly serious all the time or sad, right? So if you're in a happy relationship, it's like, God bless, frankly. My favorite from that album, because I've only listened to like 3 songs, is Opalite. I love Opalite. That song fucking rocks. It slaps. It's just, it's so good. I've listened to it so many times. Yeah, it's very catchy. I'm trying to think of my favorite song of hers. It would be off 1989. And it's not like Shake It Off, I think it's, wait, is that from 1989? Yeah, right? I really like Style, which I guess is about Harry Styles, but I love that song. Mine has Ruined the Friendship. Oh, I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that one. Even like classic Taylor Swift, like the older stuff, I think is a good it's a good romp. There was on the album, I think it was on the Red album. Yeah, State of Grace. Yeah, Red. There you go. So State of Grace is my favorite song off that album. I really like it. It's like an indie rock kind of, I don't know. It's got a good beat, and I like the drums in it. Folklore. Yeah, I have not. Wait, didn't she do a song with Bon Iver, or is it Bon Iver? I never say it right, but I love him and I like his music. Yeah, Red's great. I think like her ultimate, for me, like her ultimate era of like the songs that stand out to me the most are like Red and then 1989. She did 2 songs, yeah, both devastating. That fucking checks out, because Bon Iver is one of my favorite artists, but yeah, just incredibly, brutally sad stuff. Like his first album, I think it was For Emma Forever Ago. Oh, If you haven't listened to that album, it's very folksy, and he plays. Well, I think he had some of his family do some of the other instruments, but when they were like, but initially it was just him in a cabin. I think it was pneumonia or something. A member of the National? Oh fuck! Well, that totally checks out. Yes, that totally fucking checks out. Okay, I don't know who the next boss is. I'm kind of in. Yeah, the National's great. I need to dive in more to their music. I have a favorite song of theirs. I just don't remember what it is. Dude, they put 3 summon signs in here? Who's that? Blackguard? Millicent? Oh, we got the horned up guy? No, this is Magma Worm. My brain just went to Magma Worm. It's absolutely. We got an Elden Ring together? Yes. Okay. Would you want a Night Rain together or just like seamless co-op? Oh, it has the bird singer lady. I think she sings in Latin, right? Yeah, it'd be fun to play. Like, I was thinking of streaming. Oh, you have seamless co-op. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I haven't played seamless co-op in a hot minute, but it would be fun to go through that. And also, if you wanted to stream Night Rain sometimes, because I would actually like to stream Night Rain on this channel as well. I'm so bad at the game. Yeah, I mean, welcome to the club. I've just played a shitload, but like, do I consider myself good? Not really. I level vigor like a motherfucker, and I take my fucking hits on the chin and I make my way through it. But realistically, am I good? Nah. I've never considered myself very good. I am adequate. Or from the Barbie movie. Oh, I don't have a version for me, but I'm Knuff or whatever. I am perfect. I am just fine. I can beat the games. And for me, that's honestly, like, that's enough, you know? I'm not really into the challenge run stuff, because I'm just not. Hey, I'm not good enough. Oh, he hits like a truck. Dude, I'm so bad at Night Rain. I'm actually... Oh, okay, he's kind of popping off here. Okay, all right, we're in a cycle here, and it's not great. Yeah, I'm actually fucking dog shit at Night Rain. It's weird. The Elden Ring skills, which are, you know, adequate, not amazing, did not carry over. Like, at all. I'm so bad. Although I have found that the Executor, John Sekiro, I've actually gotten okay at using him. And I think it's because he's the best solo character for me. So I could practice with him a lot. Because the deflect is just godlike. I was able to, like, if I got good at the deflecting, which of course I love Sekiro, I think Executor was tough for me to get used to switching into the Sekiro mode. That I don't love, but I get why they do it. I don't love it. Wow. One thing that surprises me, well, there's a lot with Night Rain. The fact that they have not added Pursuer from DS2, of course, as an invader, because that's insane and that's perfect. But they also did not have a skin for the Executor for 2 different FromSoft characters that would make perfect sense. Suralan, because the default armor obviously takes inspirations from Suralan's design. So it seems odd that they didn't have a skin for that. And then the other one is actually the wolf, you know, from Sekiro, because no shit, like, I don't know. I find it really weird that FromSoft will pass up on stuff like that, but and this mod actually is a great example. I can't believe they haven't allowed you to refight bosses officially. You know, like, that's crazy to me. How could you not do that, FromSoft? You did it in Sekiro. Now, there's a lot more bosses in Elden Ring, but you could do it. This mod proved it, obviously, so... Oh, man. I'm not doing great. Also, I believe this current tier that I'm in of bosses, they have been incredibly bad at giving me smithing stone 4s. I think they've given me like 1 or 2, which is fairly unusual. All the other tiers give me, they gave me upgrade mats pretty consistently. And I think this tier must be like a test of like, okay, what if you don't get the shit you want? can you still dominate? And my question, or my answer is, kind of, maybe. Oh no! No, 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 no. Oh, did that light up his sword? Oh no. Oh, let's go! Oh my god! I love this game. This has actually been like a really great return. Ooh, he's poisoned. My katana, of course, has bleed on it, but it also has poison. Okay, nobody saw that. But then when I do that poison flower bullshit, it also puts rot on him. Which I don't think he's rotted. Can they be rotted and poisoned at the same time? Do we know that? Okay. Okay. I also need to play more Night Rain with, maybe we all play Night Rain together. Aurora Unity on Twitter and other platforms. One of the most talented artists I've ever seen. My favorite FromSoft artist, actually. Or fan artist. Yeah, she's amazing. She actually wanted to play Night Rain with me, and she's so good at it. She is my goat. I need to play more with her. It's hard to keep up, though. You got a 2-minute ad? Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. Oh, okay. Ow. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Forgot to do have ads on. Oh, mamma mia. Oh, this is kind of like cinema here. Okay, well. Okay. Yeah. But yeah, all I was saying is I've been playing, or I was months ago, but I've been bad at keeping up on it. I was playing with Aurora Unity. I just call her Aurora, but one of the most talented artists ever, frankly. And she's so good at it. It's kind of insane, frankly. She's almost too good. Like, it made me go, oh, man, I need to get a little bit better. But she never makes me feel bad for sucking, so I appreciate that. Alright. Let's go beat this motherfucker, because I'm going to put on my flask so I can actually stagger him quicker. Currently have that tier. Yeah. Go run your fucking way. Ow. Oh, okay. I disagree. Ooh. Oh man, I'm kind of crushing this. Ooh. Oh, he was barfing behind him. That's fine. Oh, I Scarlet Rotted him. Oh, he's just gonna fucking kill my ass now. Oh, no. I mean, I'm sorry, that's like 2 city blocks of range. I think we can admit that that's insane. Oh, I mean, I literally just like jumped into it. That's crazy. Oh, I gotta bleed? Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, I need to lock off. Oh, okay. You know what? I don't know that I ever connected this, but he is doing the Quelaag barf lava. He's just better at it, frankly. Okay, I mean, you're just kind of a... This is bad. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, okay. Oh, you're doing like the pool bullshit. You know, I saw it coming from like 6 miles away, and yet I still just absolutely got... Ooh. Ooh. I actually rolled so early that I ended up getting the... I actually got the dodge. 'Cause I actually rolled so early that I ended up getting the... I actually got the dodge. 'Cause I actually rolled so early that I ended up getting the... I actually got the dodge. 'Cause I actually rolled so early that I ended up getting the... I actually got the dodge. 'Cause I actually rolled so early that I ended up getting the... I actually got the dodge. 'Cause I actually rolled so early that I ended up getting the... I actually got the dodge. 'Cause I actually rolled so early that I ended up getting the... I actually got the dodge. 'Cause I actually rolled so early that I ended up getting the... I actually got the dodge. 'Cause I actually rolled so early that I ended up getting the... I actually got the dodge. 'Cause I actually rolled so early that I ended up getting the... I actually got the dodge. 'Cause I actually rolled so early that I ended up getting the... I actually got the dodge. 'Cause I actually rolled so early that I ended up getting the... I actually got the dod let's do this. Really? Ah, still early. Wow, that is. Okay. Oh no. Let's not be a fucking idiot. No more ads. Nice. Where did I leave off? I already forgot. Oh, okay. All right. Hey, bud. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, actually, he's gonna die by poison. Nice. Well, at least the ads are working, I guess. That's not. Ooh, Rolana's Twin Blades. Oh, and a Sacred Tear. Yes, we're going back to the round table hold for that. Yeah, sorry about the ads, but I gotta bring home the like $6.50, you know? Well, I think my last Twitch payout was like $50, but that's because I literally never had a payout before. So I actually didn't know that there was money in there. And I ended up looking and I was like, oh shit. And then they emailed me something about, hey, big dog, you don't even have like any payout options or something like that. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I did it and it was like 2 months later and then they paid me. So I'm not a good streamer. I don't have emotes. I don't have anything. This is a basic setup. What's up, Wolfie? I corrected myself this time. I messaged Trivia on Discord, and because I forgot I was streaming on just Twitch, where she likes to watch on YouTube. And I was like, oh shit, okay. She likes to mod. She's very big into modding streams. Well, my streams, because I'm cool, and she likes watching my videos, apparently. Yeah, gotta get the ad revenue. I get more on YouTube, obviously, but it is interesting to, I think if people looked, they'd be like, why don't you just stream to YouTube where you have like 30 whatever thousand? And it's like, I don't like YouTube streaming. I think it sucks. I think setting up YouTube streams fucking blows. I hate that I have to make a thumbnail every goddamn time. I have to fill out the description, the title, scheduling. And so basically they were like, what if we didn't make it easier to stream? We just made it like you were posting a normal YouTube video every goddamn time. Well, you can use it as like a template for the next time. I wish I knew how to Photoshop. Yeah, I mean, I don't even know how to Photoshop. Here's the funny thing, Tortilla, is I do think a lot of people can overthink that in terms of like what their thumbnail should and shouldn't be. There's actually an interesting thing happening in YouTube within the last couple years, and I think it's actually led by like Gen Z specifically, where the more like professionally created thumbnails that are like super, you know, got the face and the big eyes and the mouth open and you know, to like try to get the clickbait, or even just like not even that, but making a thumbnail professionally and all this blending and all this crazy stuff. Luckily, Gen Z has sort of had a shift on that, where they're actually preferring, I would actually say, like how I do my thumbnails, which is incredibly busted. I just use Canva. I just use the Canva website. I don't use anything specific. I literally just put an image, go, okay, that's probably going to be the whole background. All right, let's put a logo. I'll drag it somewhere. Cool. And then I kind of just, yeah, literally, if you just use Canva, it's amazing. I hate that they kind of have done some AI stuff on the side, but I ignore that bullshit. Yeah, getting used to Canva, I think, is like the first step, but then I have not found anything to be more user-friendly than Canva, because once I got the workflow down of just literally just upload an image from your computer, so screenshot. I end up just doing the screenshot from whatever fucking video I made that I think looks cool or whatever. And then I have my FromSoftServe logo, which is just a PNG that someone made for me. And I put that shit in the bottom middle, maybe, you know. And then you can do like drop shadow, but realistically, you don't even have to do that. Gen Z has been really preferring like just basic looking thumbnails because they want oh, sorry, that was a yogurt burp. They want authenticity more than they want perfectly designed. There was some comparison of I can't remember what, it was some video over some game series, and it was two different creators, and there was one who like shoved a bunch of stuff in their thumbnails to try to get people to click, and then there was this other one where it didn't have much text, it didn't have her face, and it was just like a really straightforward thumbnail, and almost everyone preferred the straightforward. So I was happy to see that, because I think with AI and all this clickbait bullshit going around and generative, that now we're actually, people are sort of circling back to preferring real. It doesn't matter if it doesn't look as good. Because even my YouTube videos, I think people are surprised that I have the numbers that I do, which surprises me, honestly. And they're like, oh, you don't really do much editing. And I go, yeah, I barely do any. I cut out some stuff, but that's it. I do fucking nothing else. I talk on that bitch. That's it. I do a little bit of editing, you know, like I'll cut out a moment of like, oh, I'm loading from here to here. But even then, sometimes I leave that in. I think people are really surprised that like, and people in my comments have commonly described it as, it's like your friend is explaining something that they're really passionate about, and they're just a giant fucking nerd. And that's what your videos are like. And they're like, it's kind of cool. It's like this guy who's just really passionate and he just yaps. Yeah, VODs get deleted. Yes. So I posted the last stream on my YouTube because yes, Twitch, which I understand. I think I'm in a rare position where I think people could see it as like contrarian, but I don't mean it like that. People will be like, oh my God, I can't believe they changed it to where there's not like unlimited. I could be wrong on this, but like there was like so much more VOD storage. And at a certain point, I think Twitch was like, look, and maybe they probably didn't explain it very well, right? But I think that storage does cost them money. I think a lot of people don't realize, and this is, it's inside baseball shit, admittedly, that basically Amazon, for their Amazon Web Services, they don't give that stuff to Twitch for free, despite Twitch being owned by Amazon. Amazon has been very clear that we are not subsidizing your business. You need to make money. And Kick doesn't, they're backed by a gambling company, so they're subsidized like all the hell. Twitter streaming, subsidized all the hell. So when they talk about those 95 to 5% revenue splits of like to creators, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. It's not sustainable. They're doing that to poach people. That's it. And then they're going to jack that shit up when the money gets turned off. And for now, the money hasn't been turned off. But I think people are very quick to like jump on Twitch to say they're fucking dog shit or they're awful, that they're greedy. And I'm like, look, all of that could be true. But can we just think a little bit, let's dive a little bit deeper, like there are reasons behind these things. And also there's humans that work at that company, It did. I think it's partially their fault for setting that expectation earlier. When they had to know they could not maintain that. Like as Twitch gets, obviously it's already like the #1 streaming platform, right? But like as more and more people have VODs that get sit there, like at a certain point, that is an ungodly amount of stuff that they're storing. Because videos take up a lot of space, And I do think Twitch has been so incredibly sluggish with switching over their like streaming to AV1 encoding and higher quality levels. Yeah, we're gonna watch the cutscene. I think I'm gonna wreck her shit. I think I'm okay at this boss. I tried doing this boss as a magic user, and it ruined my life. Like it legit ruined my life. How long did Twitch give people to move their videos off of that? I don't remember how long the gap was there of like, hey, here we're announcing it. You need to move your videos off this, which unfortunately would take 18 bajillion years. So I understand people not loving that either. because it's not easy. It's very laborious to do that. Ooh, okay, there's a circle. I love how this is like the speedrun killer boss. That's so funny to me. I mean, it makes perfect sense, but ooh, little shader compilation there. We were told early last year, and it happened. Wow, okay, that's actually. Wait, they almost gave like a full fucking year? Okay, that's. I mean, it deleted all the Yakuza. Yeah, I know a lot of streamers that they have like a lost playthrough that it just isn't seen anymore. And there's some that it's not even the case of the Twitch thing behind that, but it'll be that they either weren't recording on YouTube and so they had their settings different. Oh, the same year. Oh, that's right. It happened a long time ago. My concept of time. Oh, yeah. It depends on how early in the year it was, but that's still kind of short because there's channels with so many videos. Hey, where's my third circle guy? Ooh, I like how they told you about that move there. It's good game design. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, if it was like a whole year, that'd be cool. That might be too long, but... Ooh, ow. But I also speak as someone outside of that, so I can't speak authoritatively because... Oh, I actually kind of goofed this up, didn't I? Damn, I feel like she exploded awfully quickly. I thought that took longer. Well, I'm sorry, I gotta stop your birthing program, Renala, or whatever weird bullshit you got going on in here. Because these kids, they ain't alright. I think we can be honest about that. These kids, there's something going on. None of them can walk, so that's probably your first issue. Oop. I think she did the cum blast on me. Sorry, kid. This is my Michael Jordan era of fuck them kids, unfortunately. I don't know you guys, but you're kind of creeping me out. Yeah, this is the speedrun killer portion because I legit am like, hey, where's my third circle? Usually they put it fairly prominently, in my experience at least.
Come, sweetings.
No, we're not coming. We are not coming. Okay, I'm not blind. Oh, there he is. Okay, that was actually a pretty clutch strafe on my part. I think we can all agree about that. Yeah, there you go. Should I have done a power attack? Absolutely not. I need to get a bleed. Nice. Okay, here's the tough part. We're about to pop the fuck off. All right. But yeah, I do plan on like actually growing my Twitch because I never have. I've never been consistent enough. I've always tried multi-streaming and some bullshit. And now I'm like, you know what? Modding isn't sustainable long term. I'll always be modding, but it's a lot of effort to make something interesting enough to then make a video, I guess. Then again, my standards are low and I'll make a video about a lot of stuff, but I would really love to be able to stream to a small community of people and be able to make an okay amount of money. Because I get to just play games and talk, and I don't have to like, hey, let me go figure out how this works and move this model over here and place crash, you know. I think I burnt myself out a little bit doing it like for 3 years straight of never stopping and almost modding every single day. This is so sick. Oh my god, look how cool this is.
And the majesty of the night she conjureth.
Yeah, she's conjuring all right. Oh, I got you on that one. Okay, poop out your moon. Poop out your fucking moon. I don't care. Oh, I ran right into it. Okay, I was assuming that she'd actually be cash money and let me get away with that. Oh, it's so close. Oh, she summoned Daryl. Of course she did. Oh, you gotta give me that. You gotta give me that. You know my fingertip, or like the tip of my sword fucking hit that. You know that. We all know that. Let me not get hit by the moon this time.
Come, O sworn dragon.
Oh, okay. Maybe we don't do the dragon. Lady, dude, it looks so sick over the water though. Like, come on. Some good ass screen space reflections. Oh shit, I was kind of hoping he would, I thought he was gonna like disappear by that point. Oh my god, it's your fucking wolf.
Come, O sworn giant.
Alright. Actually, I'm just gonna ignore your fucking... I'm gonna ignore your fucking giant ass and just... Ooh, I poisoned her. I think she's gonna die from the poison, actually. Let me fight Daryl. Let me fight Daryl for a second. I usually just ignore him. But let me fight this bitch ass. Actually, never mind. I'll go kill her. It's Daryl. You know it's Daryl. Wolfie, you know it's Daryl.
My dear.
D-A-R-R-I. The W-I-L doesn't exist.
Into being.
Yeah, easy peasy. Oh yeah, that must finish the tier. She would be. I mean, of course, she's a shard bearer. Yeah, new upgrade materials. Fuck yeah. Okay. Which means I can actually buy fucking Smithing Stone 4s. Yo, you ever said who your favorite Elden Ring boss? Ooh. That's a good question. I actually don't know that I've ever solidified that. Okay, I gotta talk through that. I love Margit. I think Morgott, obviously the same people, but I don't love Morgott as much as I love Margit. I think the time that you face Margit, and it's such a perfect, like, it's not a tutorial boss, but it feels like a Papa Gas Daddy. It feels like that boss of like, and like a Genichiro of like, if you can beat Margit, that is the skill set that can take you to beat the future bosses, which will be harder. But his, you know, moveset and complexity, I think, is a good way of teaching that. So I need 1 for... I think I need like 11 Smithing Stone 4s. My math could have been off on that. Oh, I need two tiers above to buy Smithing Stone 4s. Oh. Okay. Fuck. Godric. He's pretty cool. Renala. I like Renala, but no, I mean, she doesn't really make the top 10 for me. Godfrey, he's pretty awesome. Oh man, that's tough. There's a lot to pick from. I know a lot of people could say Melania, but she's not my favorite. My fave is the ooh, yeah, yeah. I fought one of those earlier in this mod. I do like that boss because it's more of like a spectacle of like this is really beautiful and sad, and I'm the evil person. I shouldn't be killing this. Like, and I think the music backs that up 100%, which I love. Like that's exactly. You know what? We're going all health. I don't even care. I need like 50 vigor. I need to just go insane in the membrane on vigor. God, there's so many Elden Ring bosses. I wonder if... Oh, or wait, did I use my sacred tear? I did, okay. Also, let's see what we got. Oh, large globe, nice. Oh, I got another talisman slot, which means I can use the green turtle talisman. This I think I might turn off because I got to get successive attacks, and with my jump attack and slower great katana, that's not an ideal pairing. It's not terrible, but it's not great. Okay, holy damage. There is a blood loss one, but I don't actually get a blood loss that often. If it was one that gives me attack power for poison, I would take it. This I have in my back pocket if I need a summon that needs a little bit more mana, but I'm still low on FP. Ooh, actually, hold on. This, I forgot, this also boosts my FP, so that's another option. Let's go risky bisky strat. Okay, I'm not gonna look, I'm not gonna look, I'm not gonna look, I'm not gonna look. Oh. I didn't look, because I don't want to know who I'm facing. I want to be 100% surprised. Oh, they yeah, I'm getting there. I don't actually know how many bosses I've defeated, but yeah, I'm getting there. I hope Courtney too. I hope she streams this weekend. Or wait, isn't she? Yeah, she's supposed to do the stream with her partner, Allison. They're supposed to do seamless co-op Elden Ring. That might actually already be happening. Well, I'll definitely raid into that. Because I want to watch that. Actually, can someone let me know when that happens? And hopefully by then I've streamed long enough that I can end the stream and go watch that. Because I want to go watch that, if I'm honest. I'm a bad streamer. I just want to watch other streamers. That's one of my problems. Oh, there's two of them. Oh, that's bad. I just want to watch other streamers. That's my big problem, you know? Like, when I was trying to think of a time to stream each day, I just was like, well, when can I stream that it doesn't make me miss, like Raf D. I like her streams. Kind of funny game. Sometimes I'll watch their streams. And then like so that's why I think I stream earlier in the day, because late night is like Andy Cortez. Okay. Snowbike Mike. I don't know. Ow, 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 ow. Maybe that's why I haven't. I've also, ow. I feel like I follow enough. You know, I've been really bad at remembering to follow, like I follow people on Twitter, but then I will forget to like go follow them on Twitch, right? Because I'm just I don't know, I have fucking lizard brain or gopher brain or whatever you want to call it. But I have a problem where sometimes there's too many people streaming that I want to watch all of them, and I'm like, oh, I mean, it's a good problem to have, but oop, wrong one. this gonna work? Yeah, I actually got in. No! You bitch! You bitch! What's up, Lim? I'll call you Lim. I don't know if that's the correct one. Okay, we're gonna... I just watched Chalice and Plum. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, Plum's funny. She's actually one of, like, the funniest. I think she's very underrated for that, but she's incredibly funny. Lim is okay? Cool. Plum is fucking hilarious. Especially when she gets, like, upset. Which is, that sounds bad, but when she gets, like, tilted, it's so funny. Or horned up. It's so funny. So when she was thirsting over Leon, that was great. That was great. That was a lot of fun. I wonder if she'll play the Leon must die mode. You know? I think there's been mixed reviews on it. Serenity now. Serenity now. Serenity now. Insanity later. Yes, that is a Seinfeld reference for all my Seinfeld sickos out there. Ow, bitch. Ooh, oh, okay, alright. Alright. Got him! Ooh, I'm ground beef. Yeah, she was talking about a lot of Leon stuff, let me tell you. There's a lot of Leon stuff there, which I found hilarious. Because he was, you know. I guess he's not a DILF because he's not a dad, or we don't know that he is, right? He'd be the surrogate dad of Grace, right? Oh, okay. So this is kind of crazy, but there's somebody I follow who I don't even remember. All I know is they retweet stuff. I don't even think they post stuff themselves. And I followed them for so long. And I'm too lazy to, like, well, I'm not going to unfollow because, frankly, what they repost is like, oh, it's just horny shit. I'm okay with that. But no, I think they shared a video of Grace. Somebody had done like an insane, like they're doing like those insane 3D rigging and like making animations out of that. And it was like Grace masturbating. And then she like squirted everywhere. And I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck is coming across my feed? What the hell? Yeah, I was like, okay, damn, it's like 1 p.m. on a Tuesday and we're just fucking going for it. Jesus Christ. Did I watch it? Yeah, I'll admit I did. Dude, sober me just says anything. It's really weird. It's like the opposite of what you would think. But I was like, damn, they put a lot of effort into this. Very realistic. Oh, sorry, Twitch. No, actually, I'm not sorry, Twitch. You know what? Too bad. I feel like I've been on this boss fight for like 6 years. It's because they don't give me upgrade mats. I don't have the damage, you know? Oh, okay, well that sucks. Alright. Got him! Ooh. Main gosh. Okay. So here's the thing. They're not giving me smithing stones. I can't upgrade my weapon, so it's a bad time. But I can ride on this plus. Where am I at? That's plus 10. That's not terrible. That's doable. What's the max for Elden Ring again? Is it 20? 15 for regular weapons? Because I think it's like... Is it plus 10 for Somber? I'm a bit iffy on my Elden Ring knowledge. Oh, 15 and 10. Okay, that makes sense. I'm trying to remember which one is like 20. Is there one of the games that like goes up really high? I think I'm just misremembering, but... Maybe I'm thinking of how many flasks you can get in DS1. Which is so funny once you get that, the Rite of Kindling. because they can be like, hey, do you want 20 goddamn flasks? And I'm like, that ain't gonna save me. That ain't the problem. The problem isn't that I don't have enough heals. The problem is that I suck. So unless your extra flask can dodge hits for me, I ain't doing much. I only really need plus 10, or like 10 flasks. I think 10 flasks is honestly like, for DS1, that's enough. At least for me. And if you level up the flask enough. I was watching one of my favorite people on Twitter, Doomed Gal, which actually she has a new username now because they marked her other account as like not safe for work, and it basically just like ruined that account, which is bullshit. Which is just absolute horse shit. But anyway, she was playing DS1 for the first time, and she ended up eating a Firekeeper soul, and I was like, no. But like, it totally makes sense because they don't tell you. Like, you should look at the item, but like, I mean, I did it too. I'm fairly certain I ate a Firekeeper soul on my first time. Yeah, like 20 flasks. Like at first I was like, oh, I'm gonna be invincible, and then I went, oh, no, it doesn't equate to that, which is good. I think that actually balances it, because you can have 20. Manus, he will raw dog me, and I will have only used 2 flasks. So that doesn't matter, because the time it takes to actually drink the flask is the limiting factor more so than anything for me. Although I like that. I am not, you know, I am not opposed to that. I do like that DS2 gave you the freedom of like speeding up your flask drinking. If you wanted to go past a certain point with ADP, you could go farther. Ooh, I haven't been doing the poison thing. Ooh, that didn't. Ooh. Holy shit, that did a lot of damage. Wait, did I get a bleed at the same time or something? Something like that. I'm such a little bitch, but I love this move. It's so fun. Okay, okay. Fuck you. Got him. A somber 4? Okay. Here's the next thing. Let's go back to the round table. I need to find a somber weapon as a backup, because I have plenty of somber smithing stones. Like, I have a shitload. So let's look. I need chat's input. Ooh, I can actually use a lot of these now. Okay. Ooh, we should actually be checking it while we're here. This is more efficient. So I only need, no, I don't want to do like a, I don't want to do a dagger. No. And then last stream somebody told me that the sleep effect is not great against bosses. Oh, Romanus Twin Blades. Look at that. Intellect and faith. Well, here's the problem. I do not have a lot of intellect or faith. I need 6 more intellect, 6 more faith, which is kind of brutal. Now, I could put on Marika's Scar Seal, and that will give me some. But if I rely on that, that's not ideal. I don't think I just want a big bonk, because I'm already doing jumping attacks. So it's not really that interesting to me. Dragon Skin. Ooh, I do like a twin blade. Oh, Gargoyle's twin blades. Okay, I need 22 face? God damn it. Yeah, there's the finger, but I don't think the finger seems that interesting. I'm not a spear guy. Although it does do blood loss. Hold on. Let me check out the moveset. Let me check that out. Because it might be kind of sick. It might be sick nasty. Okay. Because then you get your little guided. I mean, one hand, that's actually kind of a cool moveset. Okay. Let's do 2-hand. I mean, that's kind of nasty, I have to admit. Ooh, and the L2 is nasty. You know what? Fuck it. I think I will go for that. People like that weapon. Oh, interesting. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, I mean, I like the bleed on it. I'm a hoe for bleed. So what if I do this? Let's see if I have something frost. I would love to put frost and have bleed on there. Because I'm already doing poison. Okay, I don't have a frost thing yet, but I can find that. Ooh, actually, hold on. What does Big Dog sell? Does he sell any Ashes of War? Ho ho. Ho ho. Ho ho. Oh, these... So these are like basic ones. I don't think they add a status effect on any of these. Okay. It's really, really good if you power stance them. Oh, that's seppuku? Oh, shit. Okay. If you power stance them. Well, fuck. Okay. Well, now here's the good thing. Because you unlock the weapon, you can buy a second one. I just had I had a brain blast right there. Oh, and they're free. Look at that. I mean, I'm fat rolling, but... let's try this out for a second. Let's get a little crazy. Because you know I love power stancing. It's hard for me not to power stance stuff just because it's such a cool... I like that you don't have to go into power stance mode. That's definitely... They definitely improved power stancing. And then they got rid of that, like, 1.5 times requirement, right? Probably up there with that power stance Bloodborne spear. Oh, okay. Oh, dual. Oh, I like that. And that's just the... Okay, so that's just the power. And then this... Okay, so the L2 is still like one poke. Oh, okay. Man. Okay, let me get all my stamina back. Hey. I don't know if you can hear my cat meowing, but he's really... Stop. Okay, well the power stance move set is very poke oriented, which I don't hate. Ooh, okay. Ooh, I do like that, okay. That's kind of sick. Yeah, my cat Beast, he has, I don't know, if any of y'all have watched the Dumb and Dumber movie, there's that scene where Jim Carrey's character, he basically does the most annoying sound ever. And that's essentially what his meow is. It's like 70% of that. It's pretty bad. But he's a lovely cat. He's also, this might surprise people, but he has, to my knowledge, and I've been around him a lot, he's never hissed. Your cat is Jim Carrey, yes. No, he's never hissed. It's very odd. He's a dog, actually. I mean, realistically. Because he's just always nice. He loves humans. He just wants belly rubs. He's not very smart. Oh, your cat hiss. Yeah, I have one of those that they're a little bit more hiss-oriented. But he just doesn't care. He's just nice. He loves other cats, too. He just walks up to him and says, "Hey, friends, can I lick you down? I'm having an aneurysm going through this chalice dungeon." Oh, God. Which one are you in? Not that I'll remember, likely, as a fever dream, me going through those. But relatable. They are... I'm one of the... I think one of the few people who really likes the chalice dungeons. I think they have problems, obviously. But I actually find the chalice dungeons to be more interesting than the, like, Elden Ring catacombs, which very clearly were inspired by the chalice dungeons. But I think the chalice dungeons did a better job of variation. I think they had more... I think there's a little bit more going on. I think the catacombs in Elden Ring, it seems like they used a similar I mean, it was obviously that they're using like a tile set to like craft them, but I still think some of the chalice dungeons were not great, and I think they were fairly boring and just like, ugh, you know. But I think there was a good amount of them that were kind of cool. Whoa, you haven't played Bloodborne yet. So the hate for them is that, well, A, they're optional, which is the good part. They are optional. You don't have to do them. But basically, they feature obviously enemies from the game itself, and they are just like repetitive kind of challenge things where it'll be like, oh, okay, so this was an enemy, but now it's a boss, and it's not that interesting, and it's kind of like, oh, okay, and you just keep going down and down and down. And some people are like, well, it's just not that interesting, and because it's just like reused content. The thing I really like about it, and this is actually a negative for a lot of people, is that it features a lot of stuff that is not in the base game, because it essentially strikes me as it wasn't finished. So essentially, it's some of the bosses are a little bullshit. There's like that big fire dog one where it just does like an attack that just one shots you, and you're like, well, okay, that's great. And there's some other issues for people that are more knowledgeable on that stuff than me, but it's sort of like, it strikes you as like half-baked content to a point. They could have polished it up a little bit, but I still think they're I think they're fun. I think they're a fun. I remember doing them for the first time. I was like, wow, I've heard so many bad things about these, but honestly, it means I get to play more. I get to play more Bloodborne, you know, and there's actually lore there, because what you're actually doing by going through those chalice dungeons is this isn't like a spoiler or anything. This is just a general world lore type thing of the Thumerians or Tumerians or Thumerians or whatever. The P is silent, basically, but that's like the ancient race that found the old blood first or whatever. And so you're kind of like going down there and finding new stuff. It's really cool. And also, here's the crazy part: the chalice dungeons actually feature some of the most geometrically dense areas, interiors that FromSoft ever made. As crazy as that sounds, if you go into the chalice dungeons, you will immediately notice that there is just tons of like crevices and foliage, and they modeled so much of it. And they didn't just rely on like flat walls with normal maps. Like, they went ham on the detail in this stuff, and it's really beautiful. So yeah, definitely not to say don't listen to people who don't like them, but I think they get a little over the top of like, oh, they're the worst thing that's ever happened. And it's like, okay, I mean, all right, let's chill out. They're also optional, you know, you don't have to do them. Yeah, Watchdog of the Old Gods. Yeah, that's tough. That's a tough one. Right now, playing Bloodborne for the first time on PlayStation because I want to experience it as is. 100% agree with that. Just milking all the content out of it. And I'll probably 100% it before doing the emulator and playing your remaster mod. Oh, that's very kind. I appreciate that. Hopefully you won't run into any big issue, but I think it's in a good state at the moment. I actually super recommend people play Bloodborne like 100% as it is, unmodded, because it's amazing. I do not agree with anyone that says, oh my god, it's too old, can't play it, it doesn't look good enough, the 30 FPS is a game ruiner, and I disagree. Oh, these are, oh, no. Oh, I messed up. These are not somber. I need a somber weapon. Yeah, okay, so that one's out. I didn't even think about that. I just kind of jumped to doing it. Guys, I have an idea. What if we take the Watchdog and put it into the Dark Souls? Yes. Yep. 100%. He came back. They have a lovely habit of doing that. Like the ulcerated tree spirit in Elden Ring, apparently, was a cut Dark Souls 3 boss that they just never figured out until later. And some would argue they still haven't figured it out, because that boss, it's not my favorite, but I don't hate it. The last console I owned was the PS3. Yeah. Yeah, if only there was a PC port. I know. Man, PS3, what a console. Definitely one of my favorite consoles. Because it had a troubled start. It was very expensive, and third-party developers did not know how to use it. And part of that is down to the design, you know. That's what I love about the history between the PS3 and the 360, is that they actually share a lot of technical makeup. Because Microsoft and Sony were all part of the same like group that included, I think, Toshiba and IBM and other companies as well, where they were working on the cell processor together, essentially. And then Microsoft split off from that. And so they still used a PowerPC based processor, and it had some of the technology from it. But they ended up going for much simpler, straightforward, and smart design, I would argue, of a triple core with essentially hyper-threading, but they didn't call it that, or SMT, or whatever you want to call it. And then the best thing that Microsoft did with that console was the unified 512 megabytes of RAM. Game changer. That made it so much easier for developers. And then the triple core was not something that developers couldn't figure out. They did. They figured that out pretty quickly. And that's why the third-party games ran better on the Xbox 360 for 90% of that generation, realistically. Because unfortunately on the PlayStation, what they would do, 360 would be the lead platform. PS3, with its cell processor makeup, essentially there's only one core in the cell processor that essentially matches or supersedes, but like is similar enough to a normal processor core. And so they would commonly run their games on a single core, and they wouldn't use I think the big core is called the SPU, and I think the small ones were the SPEs. I might have that swapped around. But basically they had these co-processors. I think they had 7 or 8 of them. And each one of them are ruthlessly efficient. Like, they are amazing. Even to this day, their efficiency is amazing. And you could basically put one of those on physics. You could put one of those on whatever the fuck else you want. And you could essentially, if you farm all of them out and you keep them active doing stuff, it's amazing. And that's how you got games like Uncharted 2, Uncharted 3, Last of Us. That's how you got those amazing looking games that went beyond what the 360 could do. So I love talking about ooh, hold on. Let me check this out. The Nox Flowing Sword. What's the chat's opinion on this? Because that's a somber weapon. Okay, I mean, I like the one hand. Okay, normal power attack. I mean, I like the speed. It's much faster than my great katana. Ooh, man. I'm genuinely crying right now, bro. I pulled the lever, now I can't find the fucking... Yes. Yes. Oh, Chalice Dungeons. Yes, I do. Yes. You could do folding at home. And various other things, I think, as well. Where they would end up daisy chaining PS3s. Yeah. And then eventually PlayStation shut that down. Which, fuck them for that. You finally found the door. Nice. Yeah, I get lost in those places all the time. Okay, let me go upgrade this, because this actually is kind of fucking awesome. And hold on. What's the power stance like? What is the power stance like? So yeah, this is what I love about this mod. This guy has everything. And basically, as you acquire weapons through the random dropping of them, you can then rebuy them or buy a second one. And you don't even have to pay anything. It's awesome. Because like, they made so many good decisions for this mod. Because they realized, they're like, oh, this is about fun. We don't need to nickel and dime them on a lot of this stuff. Okay. I always pick that sword in Night Rain. Oh, okay. And there's a branching path, yes. So that's what always I actually kind of disliked when I would be running towards the next depth in the Chalice dungeon to like go down the elevator, and there'd be a way that you could go left, and I was like, God damn it, son of a bitch, I'm gonna get lost. Turns out I did. I got very lost. But there's usually cool loot and shit. And also, like, if you get deep enough into the Chalice dungeons, you will eventually find, like, a Venger type thing. And they have the special weapons, or special versions of them. And there's all different variations. And if you look at the flow chart of, like, what's the damage on them and the percentages and the statistics of, like, which one is best and this and the min-maxing, it's crazy. So the Chalice dungeons are so worth doing. But I don't blame people for... because you just don't have to do them, you know? And I think that was a great choice. Oh, that's interesting. So that's the L2. Okay. Oh yes, I like that moveset. Now let's see. Oh, you can't put an Ash of War on this. Oh, damn. Okay. Valid. Oh, wait, hold on. If I remember correctly, I swear that Somber didn't require you to need multiple. Maybe that's how they're balancing this mod. Yeah, I always thought it was like you just needed one Somber of each level. That's why they were harder to find or whatever. Huh. Well, shit. That's still cool, though. Okay, let's see what I can wear. I have also not checked... Ooh, yeah, that seems different. Okay, I'm not crazy. I was like, hold the goddamn phone there. I don't recognize that. That's cool. Just got true comboed by 2 enemies into like a 7-hit combo. Yep, that's the Chalice dungeons. The Chalice dungeons, that's the other like criticism of them, is that largely I would say they lack the enemy placement that you would expect with From Software. They're kind of, because I think they talked about it a little bit of like how they, because it was almost like procedural. I think some of them were, of how they like pieced them together. And so, yeah, you don't really get like, I would say it's like 7 out of 10 From Soft content versus a lot of Bloodborne to me is 10 out of 10 or 9 out of 10. So just expect that the Chalice dungeons are like a sleazy, cheap pizza. It's still fun. It's kind of awesome, but don't expect like cinema, you know. But there's some really cool bosses down there, and you got to wade through some shit, you know. But I think it's worth it. Also, tell me this isn't just Sauron. Is it Sauron or Sauron? Let me know. I'm gonna actually finish my yogurt. And I got a Molotov thrown on me to rub salt on the wound. I love when they still just go ham even after you're dead. Or after you are dead. Sauron these nuts. Oh, that's good. I hadn't thought about that. Chat, I need to rewatch the Lord of the Rings movies. I don't think I've ever seen the extended editions. I know, it's crazy. They're just like 8 hours long. Yeah, we're getting close. They're getting online working. It's crazy. Nothing can stop Souls modders. Because actually, I think that's the thing that would surprise a lot of people, is that there is essentially like no documentation for any of FromSoft's tech or engine or anything or file formats. And the reason we have all the tools we have right now, which we have an insane amount of tools and like map editors and so much scripting editors, animation editing, we have everything essentially to make a game really. And all of that is through reverse engineering, painstaking reverse engineering. It's crazy. Like, my mods don't exist without that work. It's absolutely insane that they've been able to not only reverse engineer them, but by doing that, I guess they can the idea that you can use like witchy B&D to crack open those .dcx files, and so they got so good at it that they can rip open the file, see the files in there, modify those files, and then put it back together in a format that the game 100% accepts and thinks that it's just a standard file that FromSoft made. That's crazy. That's insane. It's just so impressive. And so right now, I haven't really told many people this, but the project that I'm aiming to start working with, because this will be my first project that I've ever assisted on, because it's usually just my own mods, because I'm not good at working in groups, but this one I said, fuck it, I don't care. They currently have the entire game of Morrowind running inside of Elden Ring. And it's the Infern Bro guy who's a fucking genius, and a bunch of crew of extra people on top of that, and a lot of Souls modders. And their latest video, like 3 days ago, yeah, they have like dialogue trees now that they've figured out. They've been converting all like formats, and he's just straight up running around in Elden Ring, and you can play Morrowind. And they're actually going to start like altering enemy placement just a little bit to tweak it to like more FromSoft like, and then like boss rooms, I think they're just going to tweak a little bit here and there, but generally it's a love letter to Morrowind, because it's an insane idea on the face of it. Can I port the entire and they're doing it, of course, legally. It doesn't steal files. It doesn't do any of that. So it will be able to be released, and it's well on its way. And because Morrowind is one of my all-time greats. Yeah, he's an insane modder. Like him, I also love how he just describes his work. He's one of those weird hybrids of like really insanely intelligent modders that still sounds like a regular person. And he's telling you like these incredible coding things that he did of like working recursively to do this, to figure out this function, to convert it to bind, like just insane stuff that's so above my pay grade. But he's still like a normal person. You can just, he's just like, you go, I don't know, you get a beer with him. Like he's just a normal guy. He's really funny. But yeah, I immediately was like, well, this is the perfect intersection of my gaming interest, because Morrowind is one of my first and like ultimate gaming loves, you know. Yeah, like that's what I was really surprised by, is when you watch his videos, you're just like, oh yeah, I get all of this. Like he's talking about incredible stuff, but he doesn't say it in a way to make it hard to understand for people, and he doesn't talk down to people. It's really cool, pretty inspiring. Oh no, not BBH. No, BBH. I forgot you were here. Okay, wrong attack. No, BBH. No, not your Bluetooth sword. No. Big dog, we don't have to fight. I don't have bleed or anything on this weapon, so this is just gonna be raw dogging with damage. Yeah, do your fucking Bluetooth screwdriver. Okay, well actually that kind of fucking hurt. Hey, be cool. Let me drink my flask. Ow. Be cool. Ow. Okay. Be cool. I don't know why I keep saying be cool. I need to not read the chat. As much as I want to read the chat, I have to lock in. Ooh, I also have the Scar Seal on, so I actually take more damage. Ooh, this is risky play. Ooh! Sir, I know you. I know your moves. I've seen you before, and I am Robert California right now, and I know you. Oh, I made a mistake. Yeah, pillar, big dog. Check out that fucking pillar. Ow, ow, ow. Ooh, fuck. Shit. Okay, I kind of made him look like a bitch. Can we be honest? Can we be honest there? I think I kind of crushed it. I think I fucking crushed it. I mean, I used almost all my heals, but don't worry about it. I think the dodges were pretty good. I regret killing Consort Radon with every weapon on New Game Plus 7. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Every weapon? I mean, that's... I think that's... I mean, that's insane. Insanely impressive. Oh, Night Rain made me memorize? Yeah. He is... For me, he's like the run killer, you know? Oh, excluding bows and stuff. Still. That's crazy. Are you like one of the most goated challenge runners ever? Like, are you like making videos of this shit? Because that's crazy. That's... I gave up on... Yeah. Consort Radon, that's a tough one. I've kind of come around to... I need to replay the DLC because I've only played it once. I've seen a bajillion playthroughs of it, and I liked it a lot. Loved it, frankly. I did find myself a little disappointed with Promised Consort Dawn. As would I have preferred it was Godwin or something? Yes. But it was pretty fucking sick. And the OST for that fight, are you kidding me? I think it's easily, I think it's Sho Miyazawa. I was gonna fucking wreck that, but he's amazing. Yeah, I mean, luckily they made, you know, they made it better by lowering like the particle effects and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a lot, especially that second phase is woof. So it turns out I'm kind of pretty good with these swords, I gotta admit. Okay, so I don't have enough to upgrade those. That's fine. Well, let's see. Am I able to equip the Great Katana and like just have it be ready without being heavy load? Yes. Okay. So let's go back to that. Just for now. Oh, on what's his face? Yeah. I love that final boss. And yeah, I'll usually upload every run. Damn, that's crazy. That's awesome. You are okay, Wolfie. I was being a little coy, but also understandable that it would just be me not remember. Although to be fair, okay, Wolfie, to be fair, I actually forgot what his name was, but I veiled it. I did a dual use thing where I was like, well, but yeah, I guess I preferably will not spoil that. But it's been out for a while, so that's not an issue. What a great final boss, though. Just, man, what a great DLC. I think that DLC is like, I definitely put that DLC in like top 10 Souls DLCs. Crazy, I know, but actually not crazy. I think it's that good. And I will stand, as the kids would say, I will stand 10 toes down on business, on business, LinkedIn stuff. I don't know. Something like that. Who is this? Oh, hey, I like you. I mean, I hate that I have to kill you because I actually really like you guys. And I like your big troll sword. I just wish it was as big as it is for you as it is for me. Clip that out. I already forgot what I was saying. But, oh, I was talking about the DLC. Yeah, I think that DLC is just, I think it's goated. I think it's amazing. I think it's just, I think it amplified everything that the base game did, but better. And just the lore and the storytelling and the music and the exploration and the enemies and like it's, oh, I'm sorry you guys are so easy to stagger. Yeah, top 5, yeah. I think it's just, well, and that's actually what I really like about Lies of P and like and the DLC as well, is that it does feel like FromSoft, but in another sense it doesn't. I think it actually does feel like its own thing. I think it does step out of that shadow because I think it tells a story in a way FromSoft doesn't. If anything, it has more relation to Sekiro in the way it tells stories, but even more directly. But I think they just nail it. And I cared about so many of the characters. I mean, I think all of them. I think that's what surprised me the most about Lies of P is how emotional it was. Especially the like last third of that game is just brutally sad, you know? Like, man, playing through that for the first time was just an absolute treat. I need to replay that. I love Ring City. Yes. Yes. Yeah, Ring City strikes me. I love it. I love both Dark Souls 3 DLCs. I love them. But I will say the Ring City DLC, it almost strikes me as, because obviously Tanamura worked on it too. He was the co-director for DS3. Ring City to me does feel like, what if they brought back some of the DS2 DNA a little bit of like being mobbed by enemies a lot of the time, but it was like the DS3 version of that, which is that they have like 30 hit combos, they're fast as fuck, boy, they're everywhere, there's poison swamps left and fucking right, you got laser beams getting shot at you from fucking Jesus Christ in the fucking sky. And yeah, there's an element of it. I think it's the brutality of those areas where you are just getting worked. And there's a part of it that I do love that, because DS2 is also like that, where you're just continuously, the game is saying, what if we ripped open your asshole and we just stepped in and said, fuck you, you piece of shit. And part of me, I love that. I do. And also sometimes it's tilting. Like the Beyblade motherfuckers, we could delete those guys from the game. We could delete the Beyblades. I don't need them. I love the Ring City Knights, but the Beyblades? Fuck you. Fuck you and your stupid ass. I can target from the fucking sky wherever you're standing, and you have to run while the big headless fucking assholes, which I love them, and they're walking up and down those stairs, and you're trying to run away from them, and you're like, fucking god damn it. And then, yeah, there's a swamp basement, yeah, with all the bugs, which I like that because it was a callback to which of course, Ariandel, and that basement was very much exactly like the basement of the Ariamis DLC. And you pull a switch, and it does something, but this time they said, what if there were a fuckload of bugs? And yeah. Actually, who am I fighting here? Kinda don't know. I don't feel like I'm particularly close. I mean, there's that dragon, but they could have summoned me a little bit closer. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like dragon? Maybe? Kind of far away. Oh, where am I? No, dragon's over here. Oh. Oh, mid-year. I admit that mid-year, I love everything about mid-year except fighting him, which I know is maybe controversial, but I still think he's great. It's a personal preference thing for me. I don't, I never make like boss critiques into like objective things because I don't like doing that, and I think that sucks. But I much prefer. Ooh, oh no, oh, it's a death right bird this time. Oh, fuck my chungus ass. God damn it. Oh no. Well, I've been fighting all the other birds, so. Ugh. Oh, this is bad. Ooh, okay, I got a hit. Ooh, I hit him right in the fucking, well, where his jowl is, or whatever the fuck you want to call that. Ooh. Wait, he does frost? Really? For some reason I thought it was like death or something, I don't know. Ooh, I rotted him. Don't you fucking dare. Ooh. Man, the death birds got nothing on the death right birds. No wonder they add that. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, I do think it. Yeah, you can say, oh, mid-year is mid. I think the lore behind mid-year is amazing. I think the music's amazing. I love the arena. I love the design. I love almost all of it, except fighting him. Unfortunately, I think it's because it's just you need to hit the head. I think that's my issue. And I understand that's like the gimmick, and he's blind or whatever, and you hit that, and then that's the thing where you can like stagger him, and then. But it's so limiting. I think that's kind of. Yeah, he made me crash out too, man. Yeah, but Slave Knight Gale, on the other hand, he's the GOAT. He's still my favorite. He's my favorite Elden Ring boss. He ain't even in Elden Ring, but he's everything to me. I'd marry Slave Knight Gale. Maybe not, but his fight has everything that I want in a Souls fight. I think the lore behind Gale and how that was built up, and you're at the end of all time and space, essentially. At least that's how I read it. And so the arena is fucking gorgeous. To this day, it holds up. And I think the music is, I think it was Kitamura, who is my GOAT. Yeah, you know what? That's not totally incorrect. He definitely, yeah, I mean, there's definitely DNA there from Gale in the Leonine Mystificat, 100%. It's a dance. And to me, those are my favorite Souls fights. Because I just love that it's such a flow, and I love how he moves, and I love the animation work they did on Gale, and the way that he like has this momentum and he slides on the sand. Oh, yeah, I really have never thought about that, but he really like, yeah, the Leonine Mystificat went to the school of Gale. Yeah, that's true. I hadn't thought about that. Which it was also nice in the Night Rain. Oh, actually, I need my souls. In the Night Rain DLC, the Strages, fucking whatever the hell that guy was, he had Gale energy too, which I liked. I could definitely see Gale in that, and there were other elements, of course, too, but. No doubt I saw the Gale DNA, and I love to see it. And Malekith as well, which I guess you would say also Malekith had Gale DNA, from... I could be here for a while. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Ooh, dude, that is like... That's way quicker than I thought it was gonna be. Oh, great, you also scream death. Oh, that's fucking great. Forgot about that. Oh, I missed that? I don't know. That was a risky play. Like, we gotta be honest, open and honest there. I don't know why I thought that was a fucking good idea, but it technically worked. The greed did not punish me. Yes! Fuck you, you stupid ass, busted, dusty, busty, ugly. Oh. Oh, dude. I mean, we gotta be real. That's like one of the coolest looking moves, maybe ever. It's just insanely cool looking. Whoa! Whoa! Oh my god. Yes! Fuck you, you stupid motherfucking bird. I'm just gonna kick your ass. I'm done with it. I know you now. Yes. Okay, well, I was kind of hoping for a little bit more damage on that one, I'll be honest with you. What? Fuck you. Okay. Should have made lean. I missed gotten to the penetrator intro. Yes. Yes. Oh, smithing. Okay. Well, that's, you know. Yeah, that was pretty good. I just had to, like, access that part of my memory that had fought him a lot. Okay. I mean, so far I haven't found anything to be too difficult. I don't know. I'm gonna get smited because of that, but... Okay. I am waiting for there to be, like, a Frost Ash of War. Well, I actually can't put that on the Nox thingies. Diablo 4 is on sale. Ooh. Ooh, they do have a free trial. Because, yeah, I was watching Raf D, who I recommend following her. She's awesome. RAPHDEE. Former game developer. Concept artist. She's fucking hilarious. Anyway, she was playing Diablo 4, I think, yesterday or the day before with the Paladin class. That shit looked lit. I bounced off Diablo 4 because I don't know, I was running around a snow area and I didn't connect with it. But what she was playing looked really fucking cool. So, but yeah, the size, god damn it. Why the fuck is that 169 gigabytes? Like, you have an isometric view. You don't need 4K textures, but all right. Think about it. The ghost. Oh yeah, there's that ghost version. He drops multi-layered ring of light. I didn't even think of that's crazy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's so they know. Yeah, I mean, like, that's too much of a coincidence. So that was from Soft going, yeah, check that shit out. That's cool. I do love watching when people fight Gale for the first time and he pulls out the crossbow and they go, oh, he's got the gat. I love that. They love a boss that can pull out a fucking gun like that. Ishin, obviously. One of the goats. And also, ooh, do I have another... Have I not gotten another great rune? Glock Saint Ishin. I love Ishin so much. Like, I actually, you know what? I'll probably do that fight today somehow. Just, do I have a save file for that? Maybe not. I'll just have to get to it, but I might just do the Genichiro fight over and over again because it's so fun for me. I just like playing it. I don't even care if I'm like progressing. I just let me fight Genichiro till the end of the world because it's so fun. Yeah, let's go check this. Yeah, okay, so I can do one of them. Mechanized memories. I don't think I think from the name, it doesn't immediately jump out at me, but if I heard it, I'd be like, oh yeah. Okay. Who we got? Oh, just you? Okay. Man, I feel sorry for you, dog. Margot? Okay. Okay, I see what we're doing there. Ouch. Well, that didn't really work out, but... Yeah, this is kind of embarrassing for you, but I love your purple eyes. That's beautiful. Ooh. Ow. Ugh. Okay, maybe I need to shut the fuck up. Never mind, I got him. Oh, it's from Verdict Day, okay. Yeah, Armored Core in general is definitely a niche franchise. 6 is one of my favorite games of all time. And I know in the Armored Core fandom it's a little controversial. I certainly have unfortunately been on the receiving end of the Armored Core old heads with their crusty, busty, stuck in their ways. It can never change. It can only be the way that the old games were. I don't like that it has a stagger system, and I don't like that there's flash. And I you know, and to me, I was just like, nah, I don't care about that. I don't fucking care about that. I think series are allowed to evolve. Dark Souls is certainly a prime example of that. So, you know, I don't think we have to. I also think that, like, as a fandom, I'm like, I don't think y'all are in a good position to gatekeep. Like, y'all ain't selling a whole lot of copies. I'm just saying, like, I guess you want to keep your fan base real small. I don't, you know, okay, I find that a little interesting, but now I will say I wish we had a collection of the old games that were like readily available on PC, and you could play all the Armored Core games instead of having to either emulate them, or on PlayStation they have like PlayStation Classics. I think they have some of the older ones, but most of like all the PS3 ones you just have to emulate, right? Yeah, and I would agree. I tail cuts, fuck yeah, I love that. I also think DS2 actually just had a lot of environmental interaction of like breaking things or like hitting the well to bring up an item, or there's that one thing in Lost Bastille that then brings up like 4 enemies, but it has loot in it. The Stone Sword, well, Stone Sword Keys, of course, Elden Ring, but the Pharaoh's Lockstones. So they eventually did come back. Life gems, I greatly miss. They did come back in Sekiro, essentially. They just very limited in terms of how many you could carry to balance it for Sekiro. I think they're balanced in Dark Souls 2 because you'd have to eat 3 of the base ones to really get to... Even then, even if you eat 3 of them, the speed at which it heals you is not going to out-heal basically any boss. If you're at a normal level to fight them, it's not going to make you invincible. It simply is not. But I think I did try playing either For Answer or Verdict Day on an emulator last year, and I will admit I found it incredibly jarring. I didn't, coming from AC6, which, you know, I had basically jumped from the original PS1 Armored Core games straight to 6. That's my history with Armored Core. I had played them back on PlayStation with my brother, and I loved them because they were brutal and they were fucking weird, and I didn't understand anything that was happening, but I loved all the parts and shit and making your build, and we'd also play like Mech Warrior, and just, you know, we were really into that kind of shit. But Armored Core 6, to me, I think it's right up there with Sekiro for me, of like mechanically satisfying combat and like the feel of moving your AC. I love it. I love the snappiness. I love it. And then when I booted up whichever Armored Core it was one of the PS3 ones. I think it was the one Miyazaki directed, which was For Answer, right? I think it was For Answer. And I admit I was like, whoa, I don't like how this controls. Oh my God. And I just felt like I was drunk and I was flying too fast and I couldn't, and I hated it. But I hope that I can go back and move past that. Because Armored Core has just, because I am aware of some of the earlier games, like the PS3 ones. There's some moment where you just commit like an insane like genocide of like blowing up all these ships, and it makes you the bad guy, and shit like that is awesome. And I love, and obviously it's all about like corporations being evil, and you know, the governments don't even exist anymore realistically, or it's like an AC6, it's really just like a robot, you know, an autonomous, the PCA or whatever. But man, I wish we would have gotten like Armored Core 6 DLC or something. Now, luckily, they will make another Armored Core. They haven't announced it, but Miyazaki said he considers AC6 a success, which is code for fuck yeah, we're gonna make another one. Because that's how they kept the lights on in that studio. No joke. Like without Armored Core, we don't have FromSoft. Like, we just straight up don't. Like, that paid the bills. You know. Of course, Kingsfield, you know, obviously is incredibly influential for what we have in Dark Souls and Elden Ring. Like, Kingsfield influence cannot be understated. Yeah. I do like, well, I don't like, but when you have to fight him, well, there's multiple times you have to fight him. But like, one of the routes where you have to just end up killing him in like an insane battle. Unless I'm misremembering that. I know one of them is like Handler Walter you have to fight. I thought Rusty had his own, like, you have to put him down essentially, like, finally. And man, that, I mean, I'll be honest, I got emotional with a lot of Armored Core 6, which was really surprising to me. I didn't expect that. I got very emotional with the characters, you know, and the choices that you had to make. And, you know, my heart is certainly with Air and the Rubiconians. Like, if I really, you know, have to pick my canon sort of move, it's definitely that, the Rubiconians, you know. And just knowing that, like, by blowing up the whatever they called that, and you just would ignite the coral, you're basically just burning, like, you're incinerating the memories and the life blood of, like, or the whatever you would call that, of just millions and billions of people or whatever. And that was, yeah, you felt the weight of that. And it's so, like, incredible how it's just their voice, you know? That was crazy. I love the voice actors. I think my favorite voice overall from it is Cinder Carla. Her voice, like, gets me pregnant. And I didn't even think I could get pregnant. But her voice, it's the sexiest voice ever. I love it. I know Wolfie's like, okay, all right. Okay. Here he goes again. But I just love her voice. It's so hot. I'm sorry. Like, it's just, ugh. He probably smokes like 2 packs a day. Oh, but, man, fuck you. Get the hell out of my boss battle. Oh, I'm actually just making it worse. Hey, well, they're helping me out a little bit. Oh, this is actually a pretty good strat here. Hey, sorry I'm kind of destroying your whole neighborhood, but really, realistically, it's the Erdtree avatar that's fucking you up. Okay, that should have hit him. I was gonna say something, but yeah, that's valid. Hey, speak your truth, man. Speak your truth. Yeah, I love her voice so much. Actually, I love Rusty's voice. Like, I think if I was gay, like, I'd be gay with Rusty. Let me tell you. I don't know that he's into it, but if he was into it, I'd be into it. You know? Actually, you know, I gotta say, Handler Walter, his voice, holy shit, that voice fucking rocks too. Polycule? Wait, okay. Elden Ring, don't give me that fucking warning. Dude, I love fighting the Erdtree avatars. I know I'm in the minority for that, because there's like 800 of them, and they're just the Asylum Demon, but I think they're cool. I love that they got the call up. You know that they're like Miyazaki's favorite, right? Dude, Michigan. Yes. He's one of my favorites. Michigan, like, I love like every single line of dialogue he has. It's so funny because he even makes fun of his own people. Like he's such a piece of shit, but like in a, I don't know, he's like your fun uncle. He's just this crazy fucking guy, and he also like nails like Americans. Like I think they really kind of clocked Americans fairly well. But like just bombastic and just saying shit with a beer belly and fucking downing a 12-pack of beer. Like that's Michigan. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I really like fighting these guys. The rot ones, not as much, I'll be honest, but I still like it. It's definitely harder. I think the rot ones are interesting because it basically was like, what if we designed a version of them that would punish the Goot Strat? Oh. Oh. Okay. Oops. That's on me. He literally, yes, he slaps their bitch ass down immediately when they get cocky. I love it. Because you're like, you're the new guy, gun 13 or whatever. And yeah, they're kind of, they're mouthing off, and he just pops in there. He's like, you bitch ass hoe, you don't know anything. And I love it. Iguazu or whatever. That's some good shit. That's that. Like, oh man, I like at Summer Game Fest if they announce another Armored Core. Oh man, because that's where FromSoft's going to announce stuff. Is at a Jeff event. That's what they've always done. They like Jeff. They trust Jeff. Simple as that. And they have a very good relationship with him. So, like I think that's straight up where we've gotten all of our announcements within the last like 5-6 years. I think it's been Night Rain, Dust Bloods. I could be wrong, but I think so. So we basically have Summer Game Fest, the opening night live thingy, and then the Game Awards. And basically between the three of those, we should get a FromSoft announcement. I do think we're like in a moment of where Dust Bloods is currently the only thing we know for sure that they're working on. It's the only announced thing. I don't really want to talk about the leaks that are currently out there because I think they're bullshit, and also I hate leaks. But I don't think they're true. It doesn't add up to me personally, but whatever. I think we will hear from them of what they're doing. My mirror at FromSoft confirms. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, because they always work on 3+ projects, so we know that currently. I mean, I think it's an incredibly safe bet that Miyazaki's next single player project is either in production, planning, could be late in development, because they work on so many projects at once that, wait. What? God damn it, where the fuck is the Erdtree avatar? Oh, I could just look where my souls are. Oops. I guess I shouldn't have used the Stake of America, because yeah, this kind of puts you out here. That stake is not terribly close, I don't think. I also don't. Do I even have? Okay, good. Dude, I haven't been on torrent in like, I mean, months or over a year, maybe? Like, I don't know, it's been a long time. I haven't really played base game Elden Ring for long. I feel like I should be able to make this. I feel like they put this here for a reason, but... Should we go fuck up that bear real quick? Yes, we should. Oh, he's a healthy boy. Wow. That's crazy. I mean, this isn't even part of the boss rush, obviously, but... think of it as warm-up. I think I farted on him. Heyo, baby. Oh, there we go. We got it. I think this guy has more health than Erdtree Avatar. I think that's the first time I got hit. Look at that. I think his dick just hit me. I don't know if he has one, but he presumed. I think that's his grundle. Turns out his grundle kind of packs a fucking punch. That's nuts. Okay, okay. I mean, I throated that move right there. That was crazy. Oh, he's gonna die from the Scarlet Rot. Nice. Can we talk about how good Elden Ring combat is? Can we talk about that? Oh. Oh, okay. I guess I'm on the wrong side. That's fine. That's fine. I'll just go around. I get lost in this area just playing the game normally, to be honest. Ooh, I love a big statue. With he looks like Davy Jones from one of the Pirates of the Caribbean or Caribbean. Which one is correct? Oh, nice, 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 nice. I never know. I just end up saying both. And then I'm like, they won't mind, right? It's not offensive. I tried. What's up, big dog? I gotta go. I gotta get back to my boss. I thought he was attacking me for a second. I was like, what the fuck? Wait. Where the mother flip is this guy? Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, let me go up again. Oh my god. Oh, there's a Grace. Okay, duly noted. Do not use the Stakes America. Like for example, in the depths, when you're fighting the red guns, one of the MT pilots says Arquebus hired another clown. Then Michigan immediately tells him to shut the fuck up. Yep. Yeah, Michigan's great. Oh, oh no, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, 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 no. We don't want to go down. I think it's this way. Yes. Yeah. That's correct. Yep. I felt really bad when on one of the playthroughs when you do the mission to like basically kill that squad, and I think isn't Michigan the he comes in and then you have to kill him, and I don't love that. But also I think he saw it as like it's a great battle of like, you know, combatants, you know. I don't know, there was still like, I mean, you do a lot of dishonorable things in Armored Core, and other people do dishonorable things to you, but it's all about subterfuge, and I love it. It's so cool. And double crossing, because of course, you know, you'll take missions where you're like, oh, I'll work for the corporations, oh, I'll do the Liberation Front, oh, I'll, you know. And they're kind of like cool with it, where they go, oh, well, he was just doing that for the money. I mean, you know, like that's no big deal. If I die to these motherfuckers. You bitch. Yeah, Liger Tail. Yep. Yep, you gotta to get the 100%. Yeah, I didn't love that, but it's also just a tribute to, or a testament to the writing and the voice acting. Is that I felt bad killing a lot of those people. Oh my god, when they gave me the choice of like, you have to like either intercept the corporate forces or whatever, and they were like, and I was like, I really want to help out the Rubiconians, and then you go, well, you need to kill Carla, and I was like, I had to sit there for a little bit because I was like, I really don't want to do that. love her. She's also saved my life multiple times, you know. That I didn't love, but I love that they put me in that position. Those are the great choices that a game should make you have. You should have to wrestle with it. Of course, for me, it helped to know that you're meant to do multiple playthroughs, and you know, experience new things. And that way, I was like, oh, okay, so I'll do the thing I want to do, and then the next playthrough, it's gonna hurt. And I'm doing it because I want the true ending. And I think I was watching Vati's like giant like 4-hour video or whatever, which is amazing if you haven't seen it. It's like a really cool, just put that on and just fucking soak in that lore. But I love that, like, because I did this after when I started a new playthrough, and you can actually, like, in the first mission, or like when you first wake up, you can go into that like crevice in the level and you'll find one of those like robots or whatever that are from All Mind. And that's so cool. They hid shit that we just didn't know what we were looking for in the mastermind. So cool. Yeah, you could literally just play that in the background like a podcast, and it's fucking awesome. And I think a lot of people just don't. Well, I think a lot of people just don't give Armored Core the credit that it deserves. I've been begging people to play Armored Core 6. And luckily, a lot of them have, and almost all of them have been like, "Oh, this fucking rocks. This game is fucking amazing." And yeah, it is. So I mean, luckily, I think it sold well for an Armored Core game. But hopefully, more and more people keep experiencing it. Yes. Okay, so this happened to me on like my second playthrough. Well, within my first, it's the first bunch of 3 playthroughs, the second one in that bunch. I, for some reason, I don't know what happened. Either I couldn't see it in my inventory, or my assumption was, oh, so this is a difference with the second playthrough, is that I need to do it without the needle. And I was wrong. And I spent, I think, a couple hours or more just beating my head against the wall without the needle. And I was like, well, I mean, you know, I'm doing damage, and like technically this would be possible. And I think I even got to like the last phase or whatever. And then I was like, oh, I'm dumb. Okay, okay. And yeah, I have a lot of those moments, but man, that's such a cool mission too. I won't miss. I mean, I think he says it way cooler, but that's just one of the hypest moments of like all FromSoft for me. What am I doing? Did I get any? I did not get any somber or extra thingy. I know there's a boss coming up. It's gonna be the Leonine Misbegotten and the Crucible Knight. And basically, I need to burst down the Leonine Misbegotten, because I cannot fight both of them at once. Like, it's a weakness that I have. I can't do it. Oh, also, let me show you something that actually is a visual mistake. If you'll notice on this little pillar here on the bottom portion, the more square flat portion, you'll notice that the edges, the corners of the top portion here, like where the talk dialogue is, or like where part of that is, you'll notice that it's almost like they did a bevel on the mesh, and you'll notice that the UV mapping doesn't match, and so the edges are completely different than the rest of the mesh. Normally that should blend naturally, but yeah, that is because I've made that mistake in Blender myself when I'm doing UV mapping and like looking at their models. But yeah, that is an example of like, hey, realistically we should, but it like, does it matter? It does not. It doesn't. It's such a small, tiny thing. But you can see here how it stands out. Like, they're darker than the rest of the mesh because of the UV mapping of the actual texture. Normally it should actually match the other sides, but it does not. Normally they don't have that problem. There's just occasional little things. But that's also what makes FromSoft so efficient. Ooh, actually, hold on. Well, kind of. I was looking at this other pillar over here, and it's like, this corner actually looks right. You can see how this specific corner, the UV mapping does match. And you can see like a natural progression between the different faces. But then the like the top part is still incorrectly UV mapped. But not a big deal at all. But it's also what makes them so efficient, you know? There's a lot of little things that they might miss, but nobody cares. And that's great. And really, they shouldn't care. IMO. It doesn't matter. I think I haven't drank water this whole stream because I'm an idiot. Wait, didn't I literally just face one? Is this a putrid one? Or wait, am I high? Did I just fail at this boss fight? Because I thought I just killed him, right? I'm talking, so I'm not even like realizing what I'm doing, but I sort of God, yeah, maybe I blacked out. I really don't mind fighting them again though, because I love it. I know their moveset almost too much by this point. And so sometimes I just end up playing more aggressive just for fun, because I'm like, I could do it the perfect way that like avoids all damage, but I'd rather just go fucking ham, you know? Oh shit, my ass. Yeah, you basically need to run away. What? Time just reversed. Yeah, I'm like, I mean, I guess they're like, the order would be that there just was another one, which is fine. There's tons of these guys. Yes, yes, Lim. Those are literally my favorite YouTube videos right now. I devour them. It's amazing the work he's doing. It's so rare. Like, he's piecing together these cut maps and exploring them in Night Rain. It's amazing. And he's gonna port like the maps over. He's already, you know, succeeded with porting a lot of them. I think the thing that I'm curious about is like, okay, well, you can port the maps. I understand that. You know, Drop Off. You know, he was able to port Majula like 2 years ago, just as a test, right? And I guess I'm curious of like, okay, well, if we can port all of the maps and the NPCs, is the goal to have it be playable? Like a playable Dark Souls 2? So I don't know. I'm not really sure what the end goal is. Do we want to bring over the scripting as well? Do we, like, because nothing is truly impossible. And I do understand, because he explained this, that he was like, well, I'm starting with DS2 because it's the most unique makeup of the games in terms of technologically. It's the most complex because it uses, like, its animation system is called Morphine, is like the type of animation system. And of course they don't use that today. And it was only used for Dark Souls 2. And there's like no documentation on it. But actually we do have, I'm hoping he probably will reach out to, God, what's his name? But anyway, there's a very talented modder who has already cracked the Morphine animation, like DLL, and understands it. So technically you could port like DS1 animations and stuff like that. But yeah, he's starting with the toughest of the bunch, because porting Demon Souls, DS1, DS3 will be the easiest, obviously. Porting Bloodborne stuff, easiest. Because DS2 stuff, they learned a lot from DS2, and there's certainly mechanics and things that they are like rendering style things that they ported forward. So it's not like it was a lost, you know, cause. I had an idea where you could add more collision to the lower parts of the city. Yeah, I mean, in Liam Loyce, there's a lot of opportunity for. There's a lot of space where you could do more. There's even distant buildings. There's a lot in Liam Loyce you could absolutely flesh out with. You could basically take the buildings and think of all of the architecture that you already see in Liam Loyce, because this is actually how a lot of my mods function. Is you essentially take the existing assets and then you can use them like a tile set, and you could bring this building, this house, this ladder, and you could move all of those assets and start to piece together extra buildings and towns, and make collisions for that. And you could place enemies. Like the realistically, the the limitations are minimal if you just work at it. Also, a big modding tool that hasn't been released but will is Soulstruct for Blender, which I have used the existing version of it for my Dark Souls 1 mod, because it allows you to bring in Dark Souls 1, specifically Dark Souls 1, but there's support for other stuff, but it's not like full yet, where you can bring in the assets directly from Dark Souls 1, and you can edit them in Blender, and then you can put them back in the game. Like, that's huge, but it can do way more than that. And he teased the third version of this, which seems like it's going to be built off of Elden Ring. And then we get into some crazy mods, because he made that one for, I think it was Lobos. He made that very specific like Elden Ring mod that was kind of crazy for the St. Jude thing. So he already has experience, and a lot of experience with Elden Ring. And I think that's what this new version of it's going to be, which means it will unleash even crazier Elden Ring mods than we already have. Because I love the Graceborn. I need to get back to that, because I played and I made a video on like one of the big updates it had, and the Graceborn mod is fucking awesome. Yeah, my dreams of a 6 Archstone. Yeah, well, isn't that project still? I mean, it's going to be it like, obviously it's a mod for the original Demon Souls, that Archstone project. I don't really know the current status of it. But I know I did end up, I think it was like a couple years ago, I ended up, because it's weird. I was, like mutuals and friends with one of the main people on the Archstone project. And then we kind of got into a Twitter spat where they were just really shitty. And then I had people reach out to me that were like, yeah, we've also experienced that, so you're not alone. But that was ancient history. So there's no bad blood or anything. I want nothing but the best for the Archstone project, because I too would love that. Obviously my concerns with that project are like, yeah, but not a lot of that was done. So I think a lot of it would end up being like guesswork, right? And I'm like, but it looks cool. What I've seen thus far, it looks awesome. Yeah, Archthrones. I played the demo, and now they've updated a lot. So to be fair, like, my opinions are entirely based on the initial version of Archthrones, like when it first publicly came out. I really loved seeing like the Dark Souls 2 things that they brought back. Those were my favorite elements. Like Hyde's Tower of Flame, seeing that was fucking crazy. I think what I was missing, and that's the problem with these huge mods like that, is you could know that it wasn't, like, I could feel that it wasn't FromSoft quality, which is sort of a jarring thing. I think it was still quite good. Like, it's amazing what they've been able to pull off, and the new bosses, and there's been plenty of updates. And I am very excited to like the Karthus area, because obviously I hate the catacombs of Karthus, but like the original Karthus before it became catacombs or like destroyed or whatever, fuck yeah, dude. And I know presumably they're basing stuff on like concept art and just making new shit up, So there is, of course, the concern of like, if you're kind of just freeballing it and just making up ideas, it's like, it's tough to do it like FromSoft, man. It's tough. That's a high bar, you know? And that's why I'm more okay with like, or I'm more comfortable with like Skywind, where they're remaking Morrowind in the Skyrim engine, right? They have for like 10 plus years. And it's almost, I wouldn't say almost done, but I watched the video a few days ago and they're very close. And they are also super organized. And their videos are like a masterclass in how you manage a mod project, because I don't manage my mods well at all. I manage them like dog shit. And they have all these they keep percentages, and they have like flow charts, and they're just tracking everything so well for this cycle of people coming in and out for this team. And it's so impressive. But they have a like Bible to go on, right, which is the original game, and they are very closely one-to-one, as close as they can, just with better assets, and there's tweaks here and there, of course, but I'm more comfortable with that because they have the thing to base it on. And so these other mods that are just making their own things and making up their own lore, it's like, it's tough. That's a tough one, man, because you're immediately going to get compared to FromSoft. And it's a mod. At the end of the day, it's a mod. Oh, is this the Falling Star Beast? Oh, I hate these guys. I hate these. Don't like these. Their moveset is like a perfect counter to how I play, it seems. At least in my experience. Ow. Fuck you. Fuck you. Ugh. Oh, motherfucker. Okay, actually, I'm kind of goated. Yeah, it's watching like the old gods if it had titanium fucking adamantium armor and it was insane. And I mean, the Watchdog is still really hard on its own, but God, the fucking Falling Star Beast, they just know how to fuck me up. Okay, I'm blaming you, Radon, for that. But they have fucking gravity bullshit. You know, I'm actually doing okay. I probably should do my poison flower thing, but I'm doing okay here. I'm kind of doing it the basic bitch route, which is just jump attacks, but yeah, fuck you. He has a fucking Godzilla beam. Yeah, I think it's actually a pretty cool design. I just hate, like, you know what? He actually doesn't do as much damage as I thought. I'll heal up just for fun. Wow, that was actually really easy. The later ones are much tougher, but while doing my playthrough of the demo, I noticed there was a painting in the old god's archstone. The painting had a picture of Nameless King, but he had his human face and was holding a flame in his hand. Then coincidentally, I talked to an NPC right after that. They mentioned the god of war taking over the lands above, Anorlando. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's like fan fiction stuff, but it's pretty cool. Pretty sick. Like that's cool. That's some good shit. Sometimes my ego gets too big on that rain, and yeah, I have had that problem with the Executor, because I'll basically be like, well, I'm God with this deflect, and then they smack me down. I get smited. Let's see who this is. Who we got? Oh, the range on the Great Katana is so incredibly sick. I can parry Dragonfire. Yeah, I mean, you could just parry God himself. You could parry a tactical nuke. I mean, I don't know what nuke is not tactical, but whatever. It's so cool. I love Executor's definitely my favorite. It's mostly because I can do solo runs with him better than any other class for me personally. Because it doesn't even matter like who I'm facing, as long as I get my deflex, I'm fucking good to go. And to me, that's so satisfying. And I love Sekiro, so anytime I get to basically play a little bit more Sekiro in a way, I'm in. Sign me up. I need to replay that again. Yeah, Executor is kind of cracked, honestly. Like, if you get good enough, at the deflect, and I also love the flow of it. I love that, like, the more you do that, you power up your blade, and then you get that special attack that, wow, and you, like, do that slice. And then, obviously, the, like, transforming into the big beast, I fucking love. That shit rocks. And you're just knocking people left and right. Like, dude, I need to reinstall Night Rain. Ugh. I want to do that today. I just want to play Night Rain. I just love Elden Ring combat, and Night Rain is like a really fun variant of it. The only thing about Night Rain that is just by design not as fun for me is the constant running. You just never stop running, so I can't really enjoy the areas or the, like, I just, you just gotta run. Just gotta run. And then it's essentially like a 40-minute run back, which isn't really that big of an issue because I love the combat and I love playing it and I love getting weapons and I love seeing what the fuck happens because it's a little different every time and you get different things and so like at the end of the day it's such a small gripe, but it's very fun. Yeah, I need to re-download. I gotta re-download Night Rain because fuck, that is. I hope they do more DLC for it because I honestly think Night Rain
companies. Oh right, because it's.
Hold on, sorry about that. Because I think Night Rain could be the perfect platform for them to keep doing this. They can bring more stuff into it. But anyway, I'm gonna go for the day because I got some modding work to do. But I appreciate everyone joining. It's been a lot of fun. We're gonna raid Julia TV. She's awesome and funny, and I believe she's playing Cyberpunk for the first time, so she's in her first playthrough. This channel has a follower, or okay, so the raid still can work. Okay, cool. Yeah, go say hi because she's awesome and cool, and I'll see you next time, which might be tomorrow.